The mech went outside with her. Rainbow Dash crouched down and took a deep breath. Her wings stretched out and she flapped them once, but this time it was different. The world around her had become a void. It stole the air as if it were a vacuum. It took the mech's breath away for a second. She hovered in front of the mech for a brief moment and she flapped her wings again. The world seemed to have exploded in a rainbow of colors. She flew straight up into the sky with a beautiful rainbow following her. The mech shed a tear at the sight of Rainbow Dash's beauty in those brief seconds. She entered the portal and it collapsed on itself. The mech shouted, "God damn it!" The portal closed and Rainbow Dash had no way to return to Equestria. The mech's shoulders slumped and he fell on his knees. He didn't move for some time. A few ponies passed by, giving him curious looks, and continued about their business. A white pony wearing a bizarre hat with feathers and diamonds approached him. "Oh, no, that simply will not do. Here, come with me and I'll cheer you up with a set of high-fashion clothes. Those rags that you're wearing must surely be the root of your melancholy." She lifted her hat up, revealing her horn. She used her magic to help the depressed mech on his feet. The white pony nudged him along to a strange-looking building. "Welcome to my carousel boutique, where every garment is chic, unique, and magnifique." I have a feeling that chic is spelled wrong. Seeing as how you're down, I'll whip up something for you free of charge, darling. She brought up her measuring tape and hung it in the air with her magic. Now, darling, I don't exactly have any dress forms for your ship in particular, so I'm gonna have to use you as my mannequin. You can keep the clothes on, by the way. The measuring tape wrapped around every inch of his body. Hey! Wait. Hey! Careful where you put that thing! She giggled. "Oh, please, darling, don't get full of yourself. Now I just need to take these last few measurements, then we'll be set." The mech sat down on Rarity's swivel stool. He watched her as she looked through her many different fabrics and materials using her magic. She cut, snit, and sewed the fabrics with ease. It was clear that she was among the highest caliber in her craft. The mech spun around on the stool. "I never did get your name, miss." "The name is Rarity, darling. And what's yours?" she said as she was finishing up a fine coat. He kept spinning on the stool. "Everyone around here calls me Mech." Rarity stopped sewing. "Like a mechanic? Is that your job or something?" He stopped spinning in his chair. He hadn't considered the situation he was in fully. He thought to himself, "The portal is closed, Rainbow Dash is in a rad, and Twilight is busy trying to fix the controller. I might be stuck here for a while." The mech sat straight up. "Yes, I'm a mechanic, I guess. Could you make me a work jumpsuit too while I'm here, please?" Rarity scoffed. "Don't take too much of an advantage on my generosity now, Mech. I'll make it for you, but this is going to cost you. I'll take my payment when you found work." The mech smiled. "Thank you for the clothes, by the way. I honestly felt like I had lost all hope when you found me." Rarity began working on a jumpsuit. "And what exactly happened?" The mech leaned back and put his hands on the back of his head. "Oh, don't concern yourself with that. The only person, pony, that can help me with that is Twilight Sparkle." "Oh, Sparkle. Yes, I know her. What is she helping you with?" The mech sighed. "Well, to go home, but I don't even know when she'll be back, so I guess I should make use of my time while I'm here." Rarity stitched the last button in. "Alright, this is it. Now let me go ring you up at the register." She folded the clothes neatly into perfect squares and placed them in a ritzy bag. "The total is 50 bits. The mech got off the stool. 50 bits? I don't know how much that is." Rarity laughed. "Well, you don't have to pay me now. Just give me your address and signature here." She used her magic to hand a paper and quill freshly dipped in ink to him. He scribbled his name and Twilight's house address on it. Rarity glanced at it. What is that? I can't read it." Rarity lifted the paper and quill away from the mech with her magic. "Just tell me, please. I'll write it down." The mech blushed. "Yeah, sorry, I don't really write much. It's M-E-C-H, and the address is... well, it's the big tree that was turned into a house." Rarity lifted the quill with her magic and took long, graceful strokes. "And that's not a house, it's the library. Might I ask why you're staying there?" The mech took hold of his ritzy bag with his new clothes. "Twilight let me stay there while she was away in Canterlot. Thank you again. Before I leave, do you know anyone in need of a mechanic?" "Really? A mechanic?" Rarity thought for a moment. "I can't say I do, but you can go ask the mayor if anything like that needs to be done around here. You can find her at the city hall. You can't miss it." He returned home to Twilight's house and quickly changed into Rarity's jumpsuit. "Wow, this thing fits perfectly. I may have to pay her 100 bits for this." The mech left Twilight's house and looked for City Hall. He saw a gray Pegasus with blonde hair. "Excuse me, little pony, but can you tell me where City Hall is?" The gray Pegasus was surprised. "Huh, what? Yes? How can I help you, fine citizen?" The mech noticed that she was cockeyed. Yes, well, can you tell me where City Hall is? The gray Pegasus flapped her wings and hovered above the ground. Oh, sure thing, it's not too far from here. She took off and the mech went chasing after her. Wait! Don't go so fast! She sped up even faster. The mech struggled to keep her in his sights. He barreled down the streets, taking sharp corners and knocking ponies down as he passed through. The road became wide, and at the center of it was the town hall. The gray Pegasus yelled, "You're welcome!" and flew away. The mech looked back at his path of destruction. Oh, jeez. He turned around and yelled, "Sorry, every pony!" The mech went inside City Hall and met the mayor. "Hello, Miss Mayor. I've come here looking for work. I'm a mechanic, so I can fix things in a jiffy." She smiled. "Oh, how wonderful. You've come at the right time. Our repairman is moving to Manhattan." Really? I was worried that the position would be empty. This town needs constant upkeep and help setting up our seasonal celebrations. The mech tried not to sound too excited. "Thanks! When can I get started?" She thought for a moment. "Well, you can start right now. I heard the cakes over at Sugarcube Corner needed one of their ovens to be fixed. You can start there." He said, "Thank you. I'll be over there right away," and left City Hall. He saw a familiar pink pony trotting down the street pushing a baby stroller with 2 foals in it. He called out to her, "Excuse me, Pinkie Pie, do you know where Sugarcube Corner is?" She stopped dead in her tracks. "Do I know it? I live there!" she shouted with glee. "Yeah, come with I'll show you. I was just taking the babies out for a little stroll. Get it? A little stroll?" The mech faked the charcoal. "Yeah, good one, Pinkie Pie." He walked with Pinkie Pie to Sugarcube Corner. He looked inside the stroller. One of the foals was a unicorn and the other was a Pegasus. The mech asked, "Are those your kids?" Pinkie Pie laughed. "Oh, what? No! These are the Cake's kids. I take care of them every now and then. I'm sort of like a babysitter." They approached Sugarcube Corner. "Alright, thank you, Pinkie Pie. I'm going to go talk to them about their busted oven." Pinkie Pie and the mech went inside. She picked the foals up by their diapers and carried them upstairs. A blue, motherly-looking pony was behind the register. "What can I do for you?" The mech smiled. "No, man, what can I do for you? I was sent here by the mayor to fix your oven." She smiled. "Oh, finally! That darn oven has been giving us trouble these past few weeks. Thank goodness for that backup oven. Come with me." He followed her into the kitchen area. A stallion was busy stirring a large bowl. The kitchen was covered in flour. She sighed. "I'm sorry about the mess. I hope you don't mind. My husband, Mr. Cake, has been busy with our backlog of orders. Please fix the oven so we can catch up." The mech said hello to Mr. Cake and began tinkering with the oven. "Almost got it, and it is done." He turned the oven on, and its heat was unbearable. He quickly turned it off. "I think I fixed it too well. Be sure to shut the oven door before turning it on. You'll end up baking yourself." Mr. Cake thanked him. "Excellent job. Go ask my wife for your payment." Mr. Cake quickly placed tins full of cake batter in the newly repaired oven. The mech went back to the register where Mrs. Cake was. "I'll take my payment now. How much do I get?" She opened the register and gave him 3 bits. "There's 2 bits and a 1-bit tip. Thanks again for fixing the oven." The mech went outside looking at the pony money in his hand. He sighed. "How many jobs am I going to have to do to pay my debt to Rarity?" The mech continued doing odd jobs for the ponies in Ponyville. After a while, ponies began greeting him and giving him gifts for his hard work. A week had passed since he arrived in Equestria. The mech was reading one of the Daring Do books while making himself lunch in Twilight's kitchen. He heard a familiar voice outside. "Oh, geez, Twilight, I still can't believe the portal controller's only problem was that." The door opened and Twilight and Spike came in. Twilight called out to the mech, "We are home!" He closed his book and left his vegetarian sandwich on the counter. The mech was happy. "Did you really do it?"